This lesson is for my beginner and intermediate guitar players who are trying to learn the notes on guitar neck and are frustrated. We're gonna do 3 simple exercises today that are gonna really help you master the fretboard and be confident with your skills. So the absolute best way to learn the notes on the guitar neck is by using the natural notes only. The natural notes are just the first 7 letters of our alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Now the only tricky thing about the natural notes on the guitar or any instrument is that they're not spaced evenly. So B to C and E to F are going to be half steps, which is 1 fret on the guitar up or down. And then all the other notes are going to be whole steps. So A to B, C to D, D to E, F to G, and G back to A are all whole steps. Let's talk about the notes on the A string first, since it's the beginning of our alphabet and it's gonna be the simplest one. So exercise 1, what you're gonna do a little bit every day is say the notes from open all the way to the 12th fret and then back down. Gotta make sure you go back down because a lot of guitar players are weaker at descending. So let's do this together. A, up a whole step to B, a half to C, a whole to D, a whole to E, a half to F, a whole to G, a whole to A. So when you get to the 12th fret, you gotta make sure you've come back to the note that you started on. The 12th fret, all the notes repeat. So we're at A, we're gonna turn around and go back down. A, a whole step down to G, a whole step to F, a half to E, a whole step to D, a whole step to C, a half to B, and a whole back to A. Let's do one other string so you get the full picture. We're gonna do the low E. Now the thing about this one is it's not starting at the front of the alphabet, we gotta start in the middle of the alphabet at E. So we'll start on E, a half step to F, whole to G, a whole to A, a whole to B, a half to C, whole to D, and a whole, we're back at E. Make sure you go descending as well. E down a whole step to D, whole to C, half to B, whole to A, whole to G, whole to F, and a half back to E. What you wanna do is make sure you go through every string every day. Now it's not my point in this video to walk you through. It's really gonna be important that you do it yourself. The other important thing is that actually saying the notes, or if you're a singer, singing them out loud will help immensely. So I highly recommend that you say or sing the notes always. All right, so say you've done this for a few days or even a few weeks and you're feeling like you're ready for the next challenge. Let's go to exercise 2. So exercise 2 is what we call jump in thirds. Another name for it is skip 1, back 1. So if I did jump in thirds on the A string or skip 1, back 1 on the A string, I'm gonna go A up to C. So I skipped over that B, right? Then I'm gonna go back 1, I'm gonna go B to D. C up to E, D to F, E to G, F to A. And in this exercise on most of the strings, you should go all the way up to the 15th fret so that you get through the whole pattern. So I went F, A, G, B, A, C. Now again, just like in exercise 1, you wanna make sure you descend as well. So I start on the 15th fret, I got C, A, B, G, A, F, G, E, F, D, E, C, D, B, C, A. So again, this video is not about baby stepping you through this. I want you to do this on your own. The good news is I've left a link below where you can go down and you can grab a blank fretboard. A lot of people find that if they write things out, they get a lot better at them more quickly. So I highly recommend, if that's your learning style, go ahead and print that diagram and write out the notes on the fretboard. I think it will help immensely. Now it's really important that you just stick to the natural notes for now. Once you know the natural notes, you could sharp or flat any note that you need to in order to figure out those other notes. Now we haven't said it yet, but if you're playing all the natural notes on the guitar neck, you're essentially playing the C major scale. I think that's important to realize. And I've also included some nice backing tracks where if you were getting a little bored, like just playing this exercise by yourself, you actually could practice with the backing track and say and play the notes along with the backing track in the key of C major. Make sure you stick around for the third exercise because it really ties everything together. If this music theory lesson is feeling good and simple to you, I actually just released an ebook called Street Music Theory. The coolest part about this music theory book is it requires no knowledge of how to read standard notation. I know a lot of guitar players and a lot of students really struggle with learning notation, and so I wanted to write a book for my guitar students and for the guitar community where people who didn't know how to read standard notation could still learn music theory. I've taught over 20,000 guitar lessons in my life, and I've had a lot of trial and error, and I finally stumbled on things that really work for guitar students. Make sure to click the link below if you want to check out Street Music Theory, and I'll go ahead and I'll give 25% off for checking out this video. So after feeling good about exercise number 1 and exercise number 2, it's nice to start to introduce different and new keys. My recommendation would be to introduce one sharp or one flat at a time. So next you could do all the notes in the key of G major, one string at a time. Then you do D major, that's the key with 2 sharps. A major, it has 3 sharps. E major, 4. B major, 5. F sharp major, 6, and finally C sharp major. And then if you wanted to do flat keys, you do F, 1 flat, B flat, 2 flats, E flat, 3 flats, A flat, 4 flats, D flat, 5 flats, G flat, 6 flats, and finally C flat for 7 flats. Ideally what you'll do is you'll start on the lowest note and you'll play it to the highest comfortable note. If you're an electric guitar player and you can reach up to the 21st, 22nd, 24th fret, you should definitely be going for that at this point. Now again, I want to reiterate, it's really important not to do this stuff too much every day. 5 to 10 minutes would be plenty. And you'll be blown away at how great your fretboard knowledge is in no time. Again, if you'd like to learn more of this, it's in my new Street Music Theory book. Now that you're getting your fretboard knowledge together, make sure to watch this video next so you can simplify music theory and master the guitar.